This segment is sponsored by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Summer is wrapping up and the fall is almost here, and there's not only a change in weather, but it's not always a colder economic climate. That's good news.
That's right. Chong Yi of the Yi team is back along with Anna Dubin and Bob Myers of the Myers team at RE/MAX Realty Services. Thank you all for coming.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
How are you?
So we're changing the seasons, but you're saying the market's still very good to go out and buy.
It is. You know, we're just finishing up the spring market, moving through summer. We're dealing with buyers that are trying to buy homes before the school year starts, so that's one of the factors that we're dealing with. Interest rates are very low right now, so that is going to help the market considerably. What are your thoughts on?
I mean, honestly, a lot of people think that the fall is a big slowdown in terms of against the hot spring, but we've actually had a little bit of an increase in uptick as long as your house is properly priced. Bob just had a competitive offer situation last week. As long as your home is well priced, well staged, you will get quite a response.
And the staging, we talk a lot, but that is important. Bob, what are your tips for that?
Paramount.
I know. You know, I try to explain to homeowners that they should think of how they would prepare themselves for a first date.
Okay.
That is the impression that you need
I like that.
You know, that is the impression you need to make when someone is walking through your house for the first time. You have one shot at a first impression.
Inside
so
and
it's
outside. Outside is just, inside gets taken care of, but the outside is that's the first look.
That's why I never get second dates. I never get second dates because I don't listen to Bob. I'm a moron.
We also talked about if your house went on the market in early spring, maybe they didn't listen to their realtors and price it at what you guys suggested. Now is the time to lower that price?
Definitely. Yeah. If you didn't get the sort of response that you anticipated during this past spring, which was one of the hottest springs that we've seen in a while, then you really need to revise your price. Listen to your agent. Have them walk through, give you their honest feedback. We tend to be very honest with our clients to a fault. We're protecting their best interests.
Right.
Absolutely.
You guys are the professionals, and you also mentioned the interest rates. Chong, a big cut there. I mean, it's the lowest we've seen in a while. Where are we?
So the Federal Reserve cut rates back in July, actually end of July. Back in July, like it was so long ago. But
Last month.
it seems like, but yeah, they cut it for the first time in 10 years, and all that means is that it's not directly, and this is the misnomer people have, it's not directly affecting mortgage rates, it's affecting the short-term rates of how banks lend to other banks.
Okay.
So, but that has a really big effect on how mortgage rates are derived, because essentially what they're saying is they're cutting rates because they see a little bit of weakness in the economy. And by lowering the interest rates, they're allowing more money to be lent to other banks so they can actually hire more and pump out more money into the economy. So what does that mean for us? Mortgage rates rise? It just means that interest rates are going to go low. And I don't want to say the R word, but I think we're going to be going into a recession shortly. By shortly, it could be 6 months, it could be 24 months. But the way we're headed, that's where we're going. But for us as in housing, it's a great thing because interest rates are going to go lower, and I don't want to say how low, but low threes potentially.
How low can you go?
Exactly. So anyways, with that being said, housing goes up, which means if you own a house now, oh my goodness, your house's value is going to go up. If you don't own a home now, then you should be buying because what you buy today is going to be worth more tomorrow.
Oh, I like that.
Definitely. And some of the people that I had been speaking to last year that were pre-approved and kind of on the fence are now really much more motivated and coming back into the fold and seeing now's the time to pull the trigger.
That's a great point.
Labor Day also is a time where the market picks up between Labor Day and Thanksgiving, and that's really when the market's is the slowest time of the year between Thanksgiving and New Year's, just for the holidays.
So get your house out there now.
That's right.
Before the rush.
Definitely.
And I think we said this earlier. Bob mentioned the inverted yield curve. We won't go into that. But
that's a long
talk. Yeah, that'd be a whole other conversation. But both these guys have said this earlier. Like, I think the amount of money you make on the sale of a home is paramountly dependent upon what you have to listen to your realtor.
Yeah.
If you price it too high, you're going to make less. If you price it just right, you can make more.
In a bidding war.
In a bidding war.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chong, Bob, Anna, thanks so much for being here as we head to the end of summer into fall. If you want to inquire about a new mortgage or refinancing, contact Chong Yi and the Yi team at theyeteam.com. Maternal Monday is going to continue right here on Great Day Washington.